Hi everybody, I'm Florida Trailblazer, exploring here in the Withlacoochee State Forest today. Enjoying the wilderness, hiking some of the trails, going off the beaten path. And it's a hot day, really humid out here in these swamps. Around 95 degrees or so, but with the heat index and the humidity, it feels more like 105 or so. And some good shade in here, which helps keep it cool. It's all part of the adventure. This time of year, get a lot of rain. These areas and the swamps start to flood. So as I'm walking through here, I'm already seeing a lot of water on the trails and in the surrounding swamps here. Flooded out through this area. You can see here. Feels good to get the feet wet though. This is very interesting. The trail has led me out to this area in the woods where this old road is. And just some of the interesting history in this wilderness. You see, at one time this road was the main highway through this area in the early 1900s. Today it's abandoned. Nature is reclaiming this road. You can see this trail here. It's built up above the surrounding swamps, and at one time it was actually part of a railroad line went through this area. Really nice hiking trail. Check my map here and get a general idea where we're at. You can see this is part of Withlacoochee State Forest, and I'm here in the Richloam tract of the forest. Lots of trails, as you can see. This orange trail here is the Florida Trail. Many miles to explore, and I've been following this blue spur trail for a while and trying to make my way up towards this area here along the Withlacoochee River and the Little Withlacoochee River. Trail crosses this road here, and it's part of Highway 50. And you remember earlier on the adventure, I was hiking along that old road, and that was once the old highway that went through this area, and today this is the modern highway. It can be busy. Got to cross over this road to the trail just up ahead. Getting further back into the wilderness. Been following this trail for many miles now. I was walking along some forest roads as well. And just enjoying the nature, surrounded by these swamps and scenic wilderness. So peaceful out here. Hiked out here to the little Withlacoochee River, and this is incredible. Beautiful views here. May have been a bridge that crossed over this area at one time. I can see a piling there in the water. And just across the way there, I can see another one. Wow, that was really nice by the river there. Enjoyed the views. And now I'm hiking along this forest road here. There's many miles of these roads throughout this wilderness. And what's nice about these roads is that you can usually find a lot of the trails that cross over them. So I'm following this dirt road currently back towards one of the trails and going to hike along that. So these are great for just navigating around the wilderness to reach different areas. You can also drive your off-road vehicles back into these places. Just be very careful, because a lot of these dirt roads get washed out. Don't want to get stuck. Hi, Florida Trailblazer, checking in with all of you here in the wilderness. Enjoying the outdoors, hope you're doing great. And wanted to share this wilderness with all of you and perhaps some inspiration along the way. You see, when I'm out here exploring in the woods, I get so inspired. And it's really hard to describe unless you can experience it for yourself. And that's one of my goals when making these videos, is to help put everybody in that experience and share that with all of you. I feel it's very important. You get out into the woods, nature can show you so many things, share its secrets with you, and help motivate you. And earlier today I was hiking through some of these areas and it's very flooded. I'm on this dirt road here, it's not so bad, but I was going through some of the trails and swamps and I was covered in spider webs. Every time I'd walk around one, it seemed like another one would be right in front of me, and there's just nothing but obstacles in my way as I try to make my way to my destination here in the wilderness. And I would take detours along the way. Came out to some of these areas and figured it may be a little bit easier because these are wider trails. As you can see, it's very flooded. I'm having to walk along a lot of these, and it's one of these experiences that you start thinking about. It's how life is. You run into so many obstacles on the way. It can be very difficult to keep going, keep inspired. I was going through those spider webs. It's so hot, and you have all those webs sticking to you, and the mosquitoes and the bugs. It can be so easy to turn back around and give up. I had a goal in mind to reach a certain area, and I wanted to keep pushing forward. That's what I did. You push through the challenges. Nature teaches you that. And once I finally reached the area I was trying to hike to, it was so rewarding and beautiful there. I thought to myself, I'm so glad I've made the hike out here, because earlier in the adventure, it was tempting to give up. And for me, that's how life can be. It can be challenging, and you can have certain things come up like that where you have to face them, and it can be daunting. And wherever you can draw inspiration from, that's what I suggest. And one of the things that I do is I come out to the woods and I draw my inspiration from these areas. It feels so natural and pure. So thanks again, everybody, for following along my adventures. I truly appreciate it. And it's so much more than just coming out here, seeing the woods and finding history. Wilderness takes you places you cannot imagine. Take care, and I'll see you in the wilderness.